It is. We are. Hi. Hi, ladies.
Hello, Glenna. Hello, Amy.
Hello.
Hi. So I'm here with Amy and Vivi, and we're going to be talking about body classes. Because guess what's happening in San Francisco?
We're going to have an amazing 3-body class with you, Glenna.
I know. I'm so excited. A 3-day body class. A 3-day body class.
What else is possible?
What else? And bodies have been kind of locked in houses for how long have we been doing this stuff?
7 months.
7
months or so. Yeah.
And things are opening, changing, bodies are demanding. And I'm also there's like the earth, the planet, like it's bigger than bodies, is demanding us to step into something greater. Our bodies to step into something greater. I can like the changes, the opening is coming. We're kind of getting a feel of it. There's a different conversations going on. There's still crazy stuff you hear on the news, but there's a different conversation that I'm starting to see. And are your bodies asking to create the future now, to start creating the future creating your bodies for the future that's showing up in the next few months, in the next 6 months, over the next year.
I've been thinking about that. Like in this pandemic situation, we have been isolated, and I feel the need of the touch. So I guess the bodies are asking for that touch. So I think, can you tell us a little bit more about why these body processes will help the body, their relationship in this pandemic?
Yeah. So even before the pandemic was going on, but I can't even say it. Before we were in lockdown and isolated in our homes, I actually haven't felt that isolated. I have been out. I've had people around, and actually it's been quite amazing the changes I've seen on the planet and things. So I'm not saying this is a horrible thing. It was a different thing. It was different. It's been really, really different. So bodies, yes, the body processes that are in the Access Body class require touch. And there's like 50 of them, amazing. And we learn in the class, or we facilitate you to start being aware of how you can ask your body what body process it would choose for the change you'd like to have. I'm a little bit strict with that I will never tell you what I know. I will always ask you what you or your body knows in classes. But part of it is touch. Bodies love touch, and part of the healing or the nurturing or the change that occurs with the body process is from the touch of another body. Bodies like other bodies. Bodies like to be touched. We hold our babies that are stuck in, orphanages that aren't touched. And tons of studies they did how deprived they were. Touch is one of the things that our bodies require from other bodies. And the body class allows you to have that for 3 days. So it's such a nurturing class. And the cool thing about this class and the different thing about this class is it's for your bodies. A lot of other classes in Access, there's body processes, but really the class is for you to change things about your life, your living, your reality, the way you function in the world. This class is just dedicated to your body. And to create with your body on this planet, your body has to be included. And this is one of the ways to start including it in the creation of your future and of your life and the planet's future. In the creation of the planet, I think it was Shannon O'Hara, who also teaches the body class and talks to entities. I love her, I've known her forever. And she says, like, her body is like a little mini Earth. Like, we came from the Earth. Every cell in our body is not from outer space. It's not made up. It's actually from this Earth. And when we start to create greater with our bodies, a communion with our bodies, creating with our bodies, we actually are also including the Earth with that. And this stuff that's been going on is global. This pandemic didn't hit one city in the world. It hit the entire world. Bodies everywhere are crying. Actually, the word that's coming out, they're crying. They're crying for something different. And when we choose the body classes, we're gifting that not just to ourselves, but to everybody. It goes a lot bigger than just our bodies. I don't know, does that answer your question?
That does.
That's awesome. And how would you speak to the 3-day body class and what it does for our immune systems? Because that also affects the immune system of the earth.
Well, well, our bodies need a rocket immune system right now, if ever, and always. But right now, a rocket immune system is you're going to be immune to stuff. And what I've noticed, there's been no scientific studies. Studies in America have not been done on this. And I have three kids, and they were pretty young when I started Access. Never once after I started doing Access, and they were in body classes because mom was teaching them, they came with me. And they went to advanced body classes that Gary Douglas at the time was teaching. They were never sick again. I never had one more time where I had to keep a kid home from school because they were sick. Now, can I say it was totally the body classes or anything like that? No, but my awareness says it was me. I haven't had a cold or a flu or anything like that since I started doing the Access work in the body classes, partially because from my point of view, my interesting point of view, when you start to create with your body and you start to create a future that's greater than you could possibly imagine, that's not part of the creation of it. So your body isn't interested in choosing that for you anymore. You start to get aware that when you say, oh, I'm sick of this, there's some virus out there you can find that'll help you be sick. And you go, oh, I'm not saying that again. And if I hear my kids say it, I'm going to actually have a conversation with them about what that could create. And your body starts to get more vibrant, more alive. There's a joy of embodiment that starts to show up in ways that I can't really explain what it is, but there's a vibrancy and a joy of having a body and being on this planet and walking on the earth. It's very different. And all of that contributes. They do know in science and medical studies that if you have less stress, you're sick less. Your immune system is greater. And one of the things, I don't know if you guys can speak to that at all, but has your stress level decreased at all since you've been doing Access?
Oh, absolutely.
Yes.
Yeah.
I can difference between now what is mine and what is not. And that's an awareness that my body is giving me. Because I was going to ask, well, why is the body important? And I just answer myself, because you are aware of many things, that it's like a big sensorial organ that just tells you and everything that is around you.
Yes, it gives you the information about everything around you. And that can be tricky when you live on this planet, if no one's told you that. And one of the things I've seen in the body class over and over again is, and I put thousands of people through a body class at this point in all the years I've been doing it. The ease they start to have with their body's awareness is extraordinary. Instead of something that they don't want to know or that creates dysfunction or dis-ease in their body, it's actually something like, oh, you know that too? And to start to have ease walking the planet is extraordinary. I mean, it's just a huge gift. That's one of the things I just love about this class is what it creates for people. So you guys have both taken a 3-day body class, right?
Yes.
So anything you could share about your experiences with the 3-day body class?
It has changed my reality. It has changed my world. It has changed the dynamic with my body. My body, I learned that I can do magic with my body. It can transform, and it can be my partner in creating things that I didn't know. And I think that's why I want people to come to the 3-day body class, because for me, it has been a life changer. And I would like people to know that, to be able to access to that awareness, that ease, that communication with your body.
Yeah.
Because that's what has brought to me. It's really exciting for me.
That is. Yeah, and I would say for me, it's given me more space and more ease with my body. It's also helped me with my communication with my body, because for so long it's been a whisper that I wasn't really sure what it was saying, and now I think having experience with the 3-day body class, it's helped with my communication and communion with my body, and then also with everything around me.
Yeah, it gives you more clarity. You start to have more clarity about what your body's asking for or the information it's giving. You know, and we say that, and it's like, oh, more space, peace, ease, communication, communion. What is that? I mean, we have an awareness of it, but if you've never had it, what is, you know, the space or the ease? I remember someone described the 3-day body class and going to it. It was like, the ease is like when you go down a road, a street, and all of the lights turn green.
Yeah.
Every light is turning green ahead of you. Like this ease you start to have with everything you're creating, and including your body in that. Well, your body is always creating with you. There's no time on this planet right now that you don't have your body, and something else is going on, right?
Yeah.
So what if it was your greatest friend? What if you gifted to it and played with it on the planet in a way that no one else shows you? No one else speaks about this. I've done so many different modalities and been a body worker and worked with bodies for almost 30 years now. There's no other class that I've ever been to or that I know of actually creates this way of empowering your body and empowering you to have this communion or this creation with, or communication with your body that actually empowers you. We're not telling you anything in this class. We're allowing you to access you, your creation with your body, and what you know. That's
and I think, sorry, I think that what it gives me, at least for it's to honor your body, because also I've been practicing different energy modalities, and it's been like, yeah, you feel better, but you never honor your body. You never ask, well, will this work for you? Do you like this? Like, do you like this to how you are touched? So I think in here it that's the change. Like, we include our bodies. We honor the body.
Yes. Honoring the bodies. Yeah. So few modalities or any practices truly honor the body as this greatness that we have here, like this greatness of embodiment. When we embody here, like we're choosing it lifetime after lifetime. What is it that's so amazing that we are always choosing it? And what if we can tap in and access a bit of that? And right now, after the last 9 months, to tap in and access the greatness of having a body on this planet, what a miracle that would be. If only one person in the class had more of that, it would be a success to me.
Yeah.
And I imagine there'll be more. And it's not just my class. There's bodies classes are starting to pop up all around the world. So if you're not going to make it to San Francisco, go to the Access Consciousness site, and you can find other people, facilitators of the 3-day body class in your area too. So you can access this, because everyone that chooses more contributes to everyone else. Absolutely. I'm excited. Should we say something about the class?
Yeah, it's coming up November 6th, 7th, and 8th in San Francisco.
Yep.
Yep.
And we're going to have Spanish translation too, if needed. And it's going to be so much fun.
Sí, por favor, please. I want Spanish translation.
Sí, por favor, vengan.
Mi español es mejor. This is la clase. After the class, I do that well. My Spanish is better after the classes.
Yes, of
and that's
course.
one of my targets, is to be fluent in Spanish. So I don't have to have translators, though I love translators. My translators are magical. Yeah, so we offer Spanish translation. And it's going to be right now in mi casa, in my house north of San Francisco in Marin. Pretty good sized place. We can get a pretty good sized group, but it won't be huge. So if you are interested in this class, please register. Because at some point, it's starting to get pretty popular that we might have to limit the number of people that came, because venues aren't available yet. There is a possibility, it's still a few weeks out, that venues can start being available and we could have a bit greater size class. But right now, the size of my office living room space and my deck is going to limit the number of people we can squeeze in here. And you won't be squeezed. I'm not going to squeeze people in here. They'll be safe.
I think they have just to ask their bodies what their body need. If it's this class, please listen to it, because it will really change your life.
I love that, because this class pulls your body. Like I said, it's about your bodies. This class is for your body, and it pulls your body, which is a little bit different than pulling you.
Yeah.
Pulling you can be more intellectual. Pulling your body is a different energy. So if you feel like a tug or your body feels a little when you hear about the class or see the class, ask a question. Body, do you want to go to this? Would you like to go? Would this be something that would be honoring you? Would this be a creation you would like to have with me on the planet? And if you get a yes, check in. If now's the time. Actually, if you get a yes, just sign up. That's what I would do.
Sign up.
Just sign up.
I always did. I always did that. So many access classes, I'd be like, I'm going. I didn't have the money. I didn't have the time. I didn't have daycare. I'm just like, okay, no matter what it takes, I'm going to go to this class. I'm going to it. And every one of those, the money showed up, the babysitter showed up, the kids could go, whatever. Somehow, sometimes working with the kids was more difficult than the money, even though I didn't have a lot of money years ago when I first started doing access. It always worked out. So choice creates. If your body's tugging and pulling, choose a class, demand that you're going to go no matter what, and then the things that will start to support you in your choice will start to create themselves.
Yeah, and just by registering, the class starts contributing to you. And so does the universe. It starts to create for you to make that happen. And magic shows up.
Magic is, and it shows up, absolutely.
Yeah.
I'm so happy that you guys are coming and helping create this class with me. You're so beautiful and so bright and light.
Oh, thank you. Thank you, Glenna, for this conversation, for this invitation to play with the bodies.
Thank you so much.
Yeah,
I'm so excited. What magic can we create for bodies and the world with this class?
Yeah. Yeah. Okay, cool. Hope to see a whole bunch of people in November. It's not that far away, is it?
Yeah, just a few weeks.
Okay. Yes. How does it get any better than this?
Any better.
We'll have a link down below, I think, that will tell you about the class. Or it might be above. Right. Depends on how we put it on
we will have it.
We'll have it. Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
Thank you,
Bye-bye.
everybody.
Bye.